Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be playing with the Covergirl Clean Fresh line. I was able to get my hands on as much as I could find on the Ulta website, which includes concealer, foundation, blush, a glow stick, and this Prep and Set water mist. Now this Clean Fresh line from Covergirl is just that. It's a clean line from my understanding based on everything that I've read so far. This is supposed to be formulated without talc, parabens, formaldehyde, phthalates, mineral oil, sulfates, and fragrances. So if you're someone who really truly loves clean makeup, like if you're someone who wants your products to be as clean as possible and not include a lot of the gunk that a lot of other makeup comes with, then this could be a good option for you, especially if you're looking for drugstore prices. For the foundation, it retails for $11.99 and you can find it in 14 different shades. I grabbed the shade medium tan. Hopefully this matches well. I thought medium might be just a little bit too light, so that's why I went with medium tan for today. As far as what it does, it is a lightweight, nourishing liquid foundation that's going to give our skin the moisture boost it craves with a delicate infusion of milky coconut and soothing aloe. Now, I know a lot of people don't like coconut in their products. However, I don't mind, so I'll go ahead and I'll test it out for you guys. No big deal. This is supposed to have a dewy finish, and as far as coverage, let me see if I can find that. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what amount of coverage this is supposed to deliver, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. Now, the concealers retail for $11.99, just like the foundation, and you can find it in 14 different shades. I have two right here. This one here is medium, and this one here is light medium. I just wasn't sure based off of the website which one would suit my under eye area. So I bought both just in case one didn't work out for me. Now, just like the foundation, this is also infused with coconut milk and aloe extracts for buildable coverage and glowing skin. So you can build these up. It didn't say that for the foundation, so I wonder with the foundation if you're not supposed to build it up. I don't know. It's vegan. It's formulated without all of the yucky stuff that I mentioned earlier. It is a liquid concealer that does not cake, crack, or crease. Next, we have the cream blush. This retails for $10.99 and it comes in 4 different shades. I grabbed the shade Flushed, although based on the eye look that I have going on today, I probably should have gone with their purple option, which is Ripe and Ready, but that's okay. We're just gonna go with this today. It is infused with hyaluronic acid, which is going to help hydrate and plump our cheeks for a fresh, dewy glow. Not only can you use this on the cheeks, but it does state that you should try dabbing blush onto the eyelids for an all-over flush of color, which I like. I like that idea, but I'm not so sure how that would look on the lids, especially if it has like the hyaluronic acid, the hydrating properties. I don't know if it would like settle into fine lines and just not look too great on the lids, but I see where they're going with that. Next, we have the glow stick. This retails for $10.99 and it comes in 4 different shades. I grabbed the shade So Guilty, which looks like this. I liked it because it looked pretty champagne-y, or actually more gold now that I look at it. Looked champagne-y online. Now it looks a little bit more gold, but that's okay. So the details for this describe it as being a portable shimmer highlighter that instantly cools skin and leaves it looking positively radiant, which I can definitely say it does cool the skin. When I was applying it just now on the back of my hand, I could feel the nice cooling effect. You can toss the glow stick into a pocket or bag and glide it onto the cheeks, eyelids, or lips, anywhere you need a little extra glow. I don't know how I feel about putting this all over my lips, but perhaps on the eyelids, especially because once you apply it, it doesn't really seem to go anywhere. And it's not glittery or anything like that. You truly just get like a nice shimmer. All right, last but not least, we have the Prep and Set Water Mist. This retails for $9.99 and you can find it in 3 different scents. You have Rose, which is the one that I have here. You can also find it in Cucumber and Citrus. I like Rose. I like Rose scent, which is why I purchased it in Rose. And it smells just like a rose. Now, as far as what it is, it's supposed to be a prepping mist, a setting mist, or an in-between mist. So you can use this throughout the day in order to rehydrate the skin. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna grab my color corrector first because I don't know what kind of coverage that concealer is supposed to provide. All it says is that you can build it up. So it has buildable coverage. Didn't say anything about exactly what amount of coverage I'm supposed to get from it. So I'm just going to help it out in case it needs it. All right, now we can go in with the foundation. I think the shade that I grabbed might be a match or might be too deep. I'm not really sure how I want to apply this. I think I'm going to try to apply it with a brush, and then if I need to blend it out a little bit more, I have my damp beauty blender on standby. So I'm spreading it out on the back of my hand. I think it's too deep, by the way, but that's okay. And I'm seeing like just little beads in the foundation. Don't know what that's about, but let's go ahead and test it out. So I'm just going to grab it with a brush, and I'm going to apply it that way. Oh, you know what? It's not that bad. The color match. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. All right, so it's certainly evening out my complexion. It does smell kind of funky though. So the coverage on this is really light. It's really light. I want to say maybe light medium, maybe. But you're not getting much coverage out of this, and I'm not going to build it up because I don't want it to look too like excessively oily. So I'm just gonna leave it as very light medium coverage. However, I'm grabbing, from my hand, and I can see all these little particles that are just kind of left behind. It's just kind of weird. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so do you guys see that? There's just like, I don't know, something in the foundation. I don't feel it on my face, but I definitely saw it on my hand. Thought I should point that out. Not sure what it is. All right, so not really sure what the mystery beads were about, but let's keep going. Next, concealer. Now, I'm going to swatch these for you. This is medium, and it looks like this. And this is light medium. Oh, it looks like that. The doe foot applicator that it comes with is awful. It's so bad. It doesn't grab much product at all. So anyway, there's light, medium, and medium. I think I'm going to use medium underneath the eyes. Just going to apply a little bit here. And a little bit here. And then I'm going to blend it out using my Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques, if I can find it. All right, so let's blend this out, see what we get. All right, that's very light, but it did say that we can build up coverage. So I'm gonna add a little bit more right here and blend it out again. All right, so there's one side done. Decent coverage, and it doesn't look half bad underneath the eyes. I don't think I'm gonna have to set this either. Okay, other side. All right, and just like the right side, I'm gonna add a little bit more. All right, under eye area, done. Let's move on to the blush, shall we? All right, so that's what it looks like there. So I'm just gonna grab a brush, this one. I'm gonna grab this duo fiber brush from Sigma. It's gonna pick up very little so that I don't overdo it, you know? All right, so that's a nice little flush of color. You know what? I'm gonna apply it with my beauty blender instead of a brush. I don't know what I was thinking. And then just stamp it on the cheeks. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right, next comes the glow stick. So same as with the blush, I'm gonna grab it with my damp beauty blender and apply it here onto the high points of the cheek. It does have that like weird cooling effect. So as I'm placing it on the cheeks, my cheeks almost feel wet. All right, I like it. I like it. Now, let me bronze up the face a little bit. As far as the under eye area, I've been watching it and it's not settling into fine lines. So I don't have to set it or anything like that. It doesn't seem like I have to set it. It looks fine just like this. Let me work on a little bit of bronzer. All right, let me work on my lips really quick. This is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip in the shade All Natural. All right, last but not least, we're gonna set our face. I like it. It's really, really nice and light. It's not like the type of sprayer that like shoots you in the face. So far, just from looking at it right now, I really like the way that my skin looks because it looks nice and hydrated and even, not covered up at all. I like the way that it looks. All right, so now that everything is on, let me zoom you all in so that you can get a closer look at my skin. All right, so here's the under eye area. I like the way that it looks. It seemed to have set itself, the concealer, so I don't have to apply anything onto it. Everything is nice and set and nothing seems to be collecting in between my fine lines, which is great. As far as my skin, this is what the side of my face looks like. Just ignore the blemishes that I have going on right there. And this is what the other side looks like. So far, so good. All right, so there you have it. That's a close-up of everything. We'll see what everything does throughout the day. I do look very radiant, very dewy, but I don't feel like it's like heavy or oily or like too much. That could change throughout the day, so we'll just keep an eye on everything. It is currently gonna be 11. It's 10:59 in the morning. I do plan on wearing this the entire day, and of course, I will be back halfway through the day in order to show you all some close-ups, see whether or not things have changed, things have moved, if just, things are not looking the same. We'll see. Hopefully not, though. So anyway, I'll see you all back here in a few hours for my midday check-in. Okay, so now I am back for my midday check-in. It is currently 3:12 in the afternoon, which means I've had everything on now for about 4 hours. Now let me zoom you all in so that you can get a better look underneath the eyes and along the face after 4 hours of wear. All right, so we're gonna start off with the under eye area. I feel like it still looks pretty darn good. Pretty good. Here is the side of my face. Blush is still on. The glow stick's still on. Still looking very dewy, very radiant on both sides, actually. So that is it for right now. I'll continue to wear this for about another 4 hours, and I will see you all back here at the end of the night for my final thoughts on this new Clean Fresh CoverGirl collection. All right, so I'm back for my final check-in. It is 6:07. So I've had this on now for like 7 hours. I was gonna go a little bit later, but I figured, you know what? I'm tired, I'm done for the day. Another hour, I don't feel like is really going to make a difference. So I'm just gonna pull it right now and give you all my final thoughts on everything. But before I do that, I'm going to zoom you all in one last time so that you can get a better look at my skin up close after 7 hours of wear. All right, so we're gonna start off with the under eye area, which I feel like it's looking like it's feeling it. You know what I mean? Like it's looking a little bit worn now that it's been on for 7 hours. I don't like the way that it looks now after an entire day, but I feel like it did hold up for the majority of the day. So there's that. As far as my skin, I like it. I like it. It's still, everything looks really like dewy, really healthy, really luminous. Overall, I like my skin. The under eye area, not a huge fan of right now, that's for sure. All right, so let's go over each product that I tried today. What did I start off with? I started off with the foundation. The foundation, I actually don't mind at all. I feel like the shade was actually pretty spot on for my particular complexion. Maybe it was a little bit more on the tan side. Like I could have perhaps grabbed the medium and that would have been fine, but medium tan for me worked out today, fortunately. It is very, very light weight light coverage. So I don't feel like it's even like a medium coverage foundation, not at all. Very, very light coverage, very sheer coverage, but it did help even everything out, and it does give you that like luminous, nice, healthy glow to the skin. So I like that. However, if you're allergic to coconut, or if you don't like coconut in your products because you know it does tend to clog up pores or for whatever other reason, then you're probably going to want to skip out on this one because it does have it. It has coconut milk in it. So that's the only thing with this one. Next, concealers. I like them for a short period of time. So I liked them during the first half of the day. I liked the way that it wore. I liked the way that it looked. The amount of coverage that I was able to achieve with it was actually quite high, considering that I have pretty dark circles. When used with a color corrector, I was able to achieve pretty high coverage, and it looked okay. I love the fact that I didn't have to set it. It didn't settle into fine lines. However, now after wearing it for an entire day, it does look a little bit worn. I do feel like it did wear off a little bit. So does it stay looking great the entire day? No, absolutely not. However, during the first half of the day, even more, like maybe like 5 hours, like up to 5 hours, it wore well under my eyes. So I'm not going to call this a complete flop or a complete fail, but long lasting, I would say absolutely not. All right, next, the cream blush. I like it. I like it a lot, actually, because of how it went on, because of how it looks. Oh, don't mind the paint all over the hands. We've been painting the house, and the paint just kind of got everywhere. Look, I feel like, yep, I got it in my hair. I even got it on my hair. Anyway, it's nice. It stays put. It gives you that nice flush of color, but without looking overdone. I really like it. All right, next, the glow stick. I like it because of the way that I applied it. I feel like if I would have applied it just directly on the skin, it might disrupt the makeup underneath. And I only say that because when I applied it onto the back of my hand, like it just applies a little streaky, if you will. Like it's not very even. So applying it with my damp beauty sponge, I feel did the trick. However, I don't feel like it really lasted. Like it's supposed to look like this, right? But I don't know. Does my skin still look like that? Maybe. I like the way that it feels on the skin when you first apply it. However, the cooling sensation, it definitely doesn't last. And last but not least, the Prep and Set Water Mist. I like it. It's nice. It's affordable. It smells great. Although if you don't want fragrance in your clean products, then skip out on this one because regardless of which one you choose, there's a scent associated with all of these. I like the way that it felt though. Let me try it now. I like that fine mist. Yes, nice, refreshing. It smells like roses. I really like it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the entire line or everything that I tried out today. I think they also have glosses, but I did not see them on the website, so I may have to look for those next. I would say perhaps the only disappointing thing was the concealer, and that was more toward the end of the day. So it does hold up fine during the majority of your day, but if you're in for a long like 8, 9, 10 hour day, then I wouldn't. I personally would not reach for this concealer if I was gonna do a long day. But you know, short day, it works fine, it looks nice, it concealed really well, and I didn't have to set it. So that completes today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video review and that you found it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on future videos. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I absolutely love to interact with you all. As always, take care, and I will see you all in my next video. Mwah! Bye.